Hello everyone, welcome to Jupiter in the 10th house of your chart. This video is good for you if Jupiter is placed 10 houses away from your ascending sign. It's also good for a Western chart, but make sure that you have equal house system. I will also be considering the important aspects that Jupiter makes from this placement. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to sub below, and let's begin. What then is the 10th house in your chart? It's the highest point of your chart where the sun shines brightly at midday. It's actually also your deeds in life, what you are actually doing in the world that people notice. It's your public image, it's your status, it's your career itself. When you leave this world, 10th house is your legacy. It's your lasting imprint on this life. And who is Jupiter? Jupiter is a pure sattvic spiritual being who is the most munificent and benefic planet. He is here to give us the wisdom that will help us escape from Maya and illusion in this world. He represents, on a mundane level, your children, your wealth, your education, foreign lands, husband in a female chart, and elder brother. So what happens when Jupiter, such a high-minded entity, is placed in this important 10th house? First of all, Jupiter in the Vedic system is likened to a lamp. He shines most brightly, not so much where he sits as where he aspects. So in your case, he lights up most brightly your 2nd house of family, values and wealth, your 4th house of home, country, mother, and your 6th house of conflicts, health and litigation. The first thing to understand about Jupiter, though, in the 10th house is that Jupiter gives you great intelligence, wisdom, philosophical knowledge. You may have a great religious system which you understand deeply, or a great philosophical system, and you have this wisdom that comes to you from past lives. You are definitely wanting, though, to do something with this wisdom. You can't just put it in your pocket. But here's the conflicting situation. You see, Jupiter isn't totally happy in these Kendra houses. Apart from the 1st house, which is also a trine house, Jupiter is ill at ease dealing with these karmas, these deeds in the world. He's a pure being. He wants to study, he wants to meditate, he wants to concentrate on the pure knowledge. So a conflict can sometimes develop in your work life. You want to discuss philosophical factors, you want to deal with higher energy, but your actual career does not always give you opportunity for that. But despite this, if Jupiter is well placed and has good aspects, wow, this Jupiter is going to help you so much in your public status, in your career. First of all, he's going to give you favor of superiors. Superiors, bosses look on you with great favor. They see your integrity, they see your wisdom, and they trust you fully. In fact, with this 10th house Jupiter, it can definitely be said that the more you give in a free way to others of your advice, of your counsel, of your expertise, teaching others, training others, going that extra mile, Jupiter will definitely reward you. It's obvious then that any careers where you are directly advising and guiding others are superbly aspected for you. This would include teaching, lecturing, guidance, careers guidance, maybe giving help to people in desperate situations, even trauma guidance, counseling. You make a superb counselor because you're able to completely empathize with other people. You can actually save people. As a guru, you can be someone who teaches people how to find a new direction in their life. You are definitely going to get fame in these areas because you give of this from yourself, from your soul. It's not simply career. It's not simply about your status. Jupiter also represents foreign lands, so going into foreign lands, dealing with foreigners can actually promote and help your career if you have a strong Jupiter well placed here. Also, I've discussed teaching, etc. Jupiter represents children, so once again, there's the aspect of guiding and helping those who need advice. Jupiter is, of course, husband in female chart. Sometimes husband may be actually met in the career place, or you may have a husband who guides you and gives you great success in your own status in life. Finally, Jupiter's most important aspects. The fifth aspect on the second house of your chart is very favorable, bringing back past life good karma to you. Your early childhood environment is normally secure, happy, and gives you good moral guidance. But if there is affliction in this house, that may change somewhat. But no matter what aspects are here, Jupiter will always give you moral factors here which stay with you all through life. You're a very ethical person by this aspect, and you speak of your ethics continually to others. You have a very authoritative and distinctive speaking voice. People listen to you. They learn from you, certainly. Money can be increased also by this aspect. You get help from your family, and your financial situation normally is secure throughout life. One last point though, Jupiter can increase your desire for sweet foods here. You can be very self-indulgent. This is the house of eating, something that you have to be aware of. Jupiter's seventh aspect on the fourth house is a little bit of a restless factor here. There can be excess traveling in your life, movement that disrupts your home life itself. Now, you may not move often. That depends on the lord of this house. If it's a fixed sign like maybe Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, then you might not move so much. But you are restless in your home. It's hard for you to be steady there, but Jupiter gives an intense attraction to your country of origin, to your place of birth. You are always revisiting it. It means so much to you. And your mother also was a very extreme influence on you. She gives you such guidance, such moral fabric that stays with you all of your life. Finally, Jupiter's aspect on the sixth house, his ninth aspect, is very important. This is a house of conflict, and Jupiter, ninth aspect, is about philosophy. So what often happens is you get into conflict with others almost always through your life about religious systems, philosophical systems, even political belief systems which you hold so dearly. It just keeps on cropping up. This is your house of health, so Jupiter can expand health issues. But no matter what health issues you have to face, Jupiter will give you good guidance and take you out of these. Your diet is very important to you, as I've already indicated, and sixth house aspected here by Jupiter gives you good guidance here. You often get health cures from simply changing your diet. It actually makes you very aware of your health, very concerned about it at all times, which can only be good. Jupiter can give you success in your legal concerns as well, and you may even work in this area too. Finally, this is a house of small animals. Jupiter gives you luck and fortune dealing with them also. Up on the screen right now, Jupiter in all the signs, the karmas behind your sign position of Jupiter, which will complement this video. If you're new to my channel, sub below. Goodbye for now, and God bless you all.